Well, Republican Senator Ron Johnson of Wisconsin releasing a scathing report just a few days ago, detailing how Biden and his administration withheld crucial health information about the COVID-19 vaccines, saying this in the report. Even though CDC and FDA officials were well aware of the risk of myocarditis following COVID-19 vaccination, the Biden administration opted to withhold issuing a formal warning to the public for months about the safety concerns, jeopardizing the health of young Americans. Well, we've got lots to uncover. We've got an expert panel joining us. Director of Research at the Government Accountability Institute, Seamus Bruner, and internist at Custom Care, medical doctor Frank Contessa. Doctor, I want to start with you first. What are your initial thoughts about this report from a medical perspective?
Well, David, number one, I'm not surprised. A lot of doctors like me knew about this for a long time. And the FDA knew about it, and Pfizer knew about it. It's actually in the documents that Pfizer presented to the FDA for the initial emergency use authorization. They knew that these risks were there, and they wanted to cover it up. As a matter of fact, the Freedom of Information Act case was brought up, and they said, oh, you'd like to see these documents? Sure, we'll show you in 75 years. Thankfully, they lost that case, and now we know that they knew about these problems. And the upsetting part is that they were giving these vaccines to young people who didn't need the vaccines. COVID was zero threat to them. And myocarditis can cause permanent scarring to the heart. These kids might be dealing with problems decades from now for no good reason at all.
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. I know on social media I was trying to blow the whistle, and Big Tech just kept giving me fake news strikes. Oh, you can't say anything. You couldn't say anything negative, or just even trying to give warning to people to say, hey, why don't you look at the data and the stats that shows exactly what you just said, doctor, that young people are really not vulnerable. I'm glad that it's all coming out now. Seamus, thank you for joining. The accountability, I believe it's coming for Joe Biden. First, the release of her audio tapes, the House investigations into his auto pin use, Tapper's book, whichever way you want to look at that, and now this. What do you think the consequences could look like for Joe Biden?
Yeah, I mean, he's going to go down in history as the worst president in modern history. There's no question about that. And that was before any of this stuff came out with the CDC collusion with Big Pharma to cover up the myocarditis risks, the hiding of his mental decline, even though it was in plain view, just the cover up with Karine Jean-Pierre and everyone else saying that he's fitter than ever, even as he had these horrible diagnoses that we now know about. He's going to go down as the worst president. That's a form of justice, but there needs to be more. I mean, I don't know that they're going to fire up, impeachment or anything like that, which can happen after the fact. It looks like just going down in history will be the biggest form of accountability.
And hopefully the American people will never forget that the Democrats propped him up and paraded him as just physically fit as a fiddle. Doctor, obviously, Biden's physical and cognitive health has been the talk of town for weeks now. Dilbert, the cartoonist, stated that he has the exact same cancer as Biden, and his life expectancy is this summer. Take a listen.
Some of you have already guessed, so this won't surprise you at all. But I have the same cancer that Joe Biden has. So I also have prostate cancer that has also spread to my bones. But I've had it longer than he's had it. Well, longer than he's admitted having it. So my life expectancy is maybe this summer. I expect to be checking out from this domain sometime this summer.
Doctor, does it make any sense that Joe Biden is coming out saying he just found this out when here the cartoonist is saying he's had it for a long time? His expectancy is this summer. How long do you think Joe has? I know you haven't probably physically given him a screening, but for it to be this far into his bones already, what do you think Joe Biden's looking at?
Well, number one, David, to the first question, it makes no sense that he just found out about this. This certainly would not have escaped the level of exam that a president or a former president would undergo. My own patients undergo regular prostate cancer screening every year when they come in for their routine physical. We still do a PSA test, and if they have risk factors, we do a prostate exam. So There's no possible, it strains credulity that he didn't know about this. So they've been covering that up too. And the fact that it's gone to his bones, which is the most common place for prostate cancer to spread, means that this is at least several years in diagnosis. And it could be as much as 5 or 10 years that they've known about this. And once it's gone to the bones, it's a poor prognosis. There's no exact time because sometimes the hormone therapies can extend life to some degree. And they have released that his prostate cancer is sensitive to the hormone therapy, namely blocking testosterone. So he could theoretically go a little bit longer, but it is certainly at a bad stage because it's already spread.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out exactly how long he has. And again, we hope the best for him. Seamus, doctor, thank you both so much for joining this evening. Appreciate you.